So, how much did you need, exactly?
Only a stem or two, but make sure they're your very best. I've got a use for the leaves in particular.
Sure thing, Darren. Give me one moment and I'll be back with those for you. Here you are, 2 flourishing stems of hemlock for you. Mind my asking, what for?
Just a little gift for a friend.
I see.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, why do you have these, Gina?
Sometimes it isn't a bad idea in the slightest to have a defense mechanism.
It sure isn't.
I just can't believe.
Did we just...
Maybe.
We've been waiting this whole season and been so close to figuring it out. It doesn't feel like I thought it would.
Absolutely, it didn't. The more I get into this, the more empathy and grief I seem to feel on behalf of the victims.
Same.
Yeah, it's intense.
I mean, it's a huge responsibility we're bearing, right? Telling the story of those who were previously unable to.
Oh dear God, Praz, we're making it sound like we're delivering a speech. And to think this started out as an innocent true crime podcast.
I think the numerous paper cuts you've suffered proves that wrong.
Ah, yeah. So where do we go from here?
Truthfully, I don't have a clue.
Do we tell someone?
Do you want to visit the gravestone of Detective Bailey and let him know that we figured it out?
Yeah, let's invite even more ghosts into my house.
But seriously, what do you mean tell someone other than my parents? I'm totally telling them that their daughter is a certified detective now.
Any chance Bailey put out a reward? We could easily snag the money.
Probably not. But seriously, I think we just solved this case.
Well, that's insane.
You don't say.
Right. So that's it then.
I guess so.
So,
What was that?
a book. Slight problem. I don't own this book.
What the heck do you mean by that?
I do not own a copy of this book.
Yes, I know what you mean, but how is that possible?
You tell me. It just fell out of the air and oh, okay, yeah. No, that makes more sense.
Well, for God's sake, what?
Sorry. So it's one of my brother's books.
I will slap you if you keep scaring me like that.
What, through the screen? Not gonna lie, I'd love to watch you try.
Keep testing my patience and I might.
Oh my God, Prez.
What?
I think we're done.
Think? Kidding. What's wrong?
We never recorded and actually told everyone what happened. We've just been talking.
Oh my dear God.
Yeah, should we record now?
Yeah, I guess. Are you ready?
I guess. All right, I'll count.
Let's do it together.
Okay, 3,
2, 1.
1.
Hey everyone.
Welcome to...
The finale episode of Case Closed Season 1.
That's right, we figured it out.
And we have a lot to fill you guys in on.
If you're ready, Presley.
I guess I am. Let's tell you all what really happened to Pearl Adams 83 years ago.
Bob, are you back yet? Bob, I think something's not quite right. Bob! Bobby! Bob, I need you, please! Bob! Oh! Bob, darling, if there's only you could have been a little bit quicker.
I'm back. Are you feeling slightly better? Worse? I'm a tad late. Sorry, darling. There was, such a long queue. Seems everyone's having such stomach trouble today. Well, not that I know that they were purchasing stomach medicine also. Pearl? 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 Whatever happened, Pearl?
So, where do we even start?
No clue.
I guess we'll pick up from last week.
Yeah, so in episode 8, we tried to listen to some previous interrogations and reread some statements and stuff, but I guess Pearl's ghost wasn't resting very easy and kind of got in the way.
Yep, between this week and last week, though, Ad and I both did a bunch of researching and stuff.
We both thought we figured out who killed Pearl, but there was a slight issue.
I thought it was Darren.
And I thought it was Edith.
Surprise, surprise, we're both right.
You heard us. Edith and Darren worked together to kill Pearl.
We were right about Darren and Frank's feud, or revenge, and obviously Edith and Bob.
Yep. And we found a bunch more evidence, like a distorted tape recording from Edith's little sister Mia.
2 incriminating letters between Edith and Darren.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week.
But now you're all caught up, right, Ad?
Yeah.
What to do now?
Hemlock?
Trust me on this, Edie. Not only is it going to be a very painful and mysterious death, but it's exceedingly difficult to identify during the aftermath.
I see. And exactly how painful?
Well, let me think. Muscle spasms, vomiting, foaming at the mouth during her final moments. You could label it gruesome, Edie. No violence, though, just a slow, pain-filled, disturbing death. It's like all the symptoms you could imagine combined. Doesn't that sound marvelous?
I suppose, Darren. I'm just wondering if maybe this is a little extreme. Maybe there's, well, a different way to get what we both want without having to go to this great of lengths. Do you think?
You sweet, sweet soul. We don't have time for pondering, Edith. The sooner, the better for everyone, right? You aren't developing any reservations about this plan, Edith, are you?
Goodness, I wouldn't say that. I'm simply... I wish there was a better way.
Don't we all?
My God, Ad.
What?
You know when Edith was apologizing to Pearl during their lunch, and we thought it was because of everything that was happening with her and Bobby?
Oh my gosh, it wasn't because of Bob.
Nope, I'm guessing it was because she was sitting directly across from her best friend watching her eat a salad that she knew would kill Pearl in just mere hours.
It's like a really disturbing thought. I mean, you're right, there's no doubt in my mind, but
Yeah, no, it really is.
you know something that we might never find out?
What's that?
How Detective Bailey died.
Right, or who killed him.
Ugh, being a professional detective comes with a downside.
Detective?
Hello? Well, what a surprise. What are you doing here? You weren't scheduled for an interrogation, eh? Not even one in the foreseeable future. What brings you here?
I thought it was about time that you find out what really happened to Pearl this time last year.
I'm sorry. Do you know something?
I do, but before I tell you, you must make a promise.
Promise? Well, I suppose that depends.
You've got to take this one to the grave.
What?
She was poisoned, Detective, by my very own cousin, in fact, who so graciously did me a huge favor. I'm telling you this because I need to get this guilt off of my chest. But I also know that you won't tell a soul. A win-win situation in my personal opinion. Mind if I let it all out?
I knew all along. I never should have trusted you.
What? Detective? Detective, wake up! Please, I beg of you, wake up! Come on! Oh, what?
Oh, guys, Gina was a hemlock hoarder.
Oh my God, right. That completely slipped my mind.
Mine too, somehow.
We figured out from an uncovered letter in one of the miscellaneous resource files that Darren got his little gift for Pearl from Gina.
That's how we eventually figured out that hemlock has a suspiciously similar resemblance to cilantro.
Yep.
And yeah, we're aware that the soul sounds insane.
Yeah. I was thinking, do you have any questions or anything you're still wondering, even though we know who killed Pearl?
Kind of. Actually, I was about to ask you the same thing. One thing, I know in the very first interrogation, Bailey asked Bob if he thought Edith could have been involved, and he said no, but I wonder if maybe he really ever suspected her, even just a little.
Yeah, that's a good question, I wonder. I mean, I'm sure the thought crossed his mind once or twice, but then again, he married the woman, so it couldn't have been too overwhelming of a thought.
Well, there's that.
You know, when we reviewed Pearl's family in episode 3, I think, and listened to that interrogation with Bailey and Frank, Frank felt so guilty for arguing with Pearl, but said he had zero involvement in her death.
Yeah, wow, I guess he kind of did.
Yep, indirectly, and I guess unknowingly, but yep.
And all that incriminating, suspicious evidence, letters, other materials we came across, all the folders and files along the way. Why the heck did no one come across those before?
Exactly. You know what's even weirder? Obviously, at least one person, or I'm assuming multiple, did see or hear those things because they uploaded it to the source files.
Yes, a really good point.
It's like we figured it out and all these questions are just popping up.
We might have solved the case, but the mystery will probably always be ongoing.
Darren, hi. I know I'm a waitress, but if you need any help at all in the kitchen.
Oh, no, that's fine, Ada. Thank you, though.
Well, all right, Darren. Let me know if any help is needed, okay?
Certainly, Ada.
Oh, damn it, that was close.
Do you think Detective Bailey would have figured it out if he didn't?
Well, of course he would if he's Detective Bailey.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
This is all just so strange.
Yep, I literally don't know what to do right now.
Same here. It's amazing how determined we were to figure it out, and now we did it. It's, I don't know, conflicting.
Exactly. It's like a dream or something, some alternate universe.
Exactly.
And just follow me this way, darling.
Bob, where are we going?
You'll find out in just a moment, sweetheart.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Pearl.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Wow. Now, just whose idea was this?
I'd love to take credit, but this was Bob's idea.
Oh, darling.
Edith, you did help a great deal.
Please, it was all you, Bobby.
Well, I did invite Frank and your cousins, but unfortunately, they did all have work commitments.
Oh, that's more than all right. I know they would have been here if they could have.
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, cake, anyone?
Sure, yes.
Stupid question, I'm sure, but do you think Darren or Edith felt regretful for what they did, even years and years past?
No. Sorry. I mean, maybe. Honestly, I'm not sure. Darren, probably not. He strikes me as once a psycho, always a psycho. And Edith, as much as we both know I love her, I don't know. Maybe she felt somewhat remorseful, but then again, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not super sure either.
It's not fair. I'm glad we solved this, believe me, but her family deserves to know. Bob, Frank, Craig, Joseph.
Yeah, I know.
God, I swear this has truly been like some sort of horror mystery movie or something. Nothing you'd ever think would actually happen.
Exactly.
Well, do you think we can wrap up?
Probably.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for all the love and support on our very first season of Case Closed.
Yes, thank you so much. We are looking so very forward to any new cases that may come our way for season 2.
What do you guys think?
Well, I guess that's it from us for season 1 of Case Closed.
Yeah, I guess that is. Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
Oh my gosh, Prez, we just finished season 1 of Case Closed.
And finally figured out who killed Pearl.
This is insane.
You're telling me. I just can't even wrap my head around.
Prez, you're right. What was that?
An Amber Alert.